Before we begin today's video, I want to welcome everyone who's subscribed recently. It's been a huge encouragement to me and I can't wait to keep making content for all of you. So let's jump into part 3 of What If Yoda Trained Anakin Skywalker. I'll post links to part 1 and part 2 if you still need to watch those. 1 month has passed since the capture of Count Dooku on Geonosis, or the events of Attack of the Clones. He has maintained silence throughout his imprisonment despite the best efforts of the Jedi. But unknown to Dooku, Darth Sidious would have no plans of freeing his failed apprentice. Throughout the galaxy, the Grand Army of the Republic would sweep through the Separatist forces. But no matter how many victories they would achieve, the war would drag on beyond the couple of weeks it was supposed to take. With the capture of Count Dooku and no leader of the Separatist forces to rally behind, it would have been over shortly after the first battle of Geonosis. But because Darth Sidious was pulling the strings of the war, it would only end on his terms. Since the Separatist forces were hardly putting up a fight, the Jedi would opt out for regular command positions in the Republic Army. This would remove the majority of them from the front lines, or put another way, this would mean Jedi did not have DC-15As trained on them. Anakin Skywalker, along with his master Yoda and fellow Jedi Obi-Wan Kenobi, was instrumental in bringing a quick advantage to the Republic when they captured Dooku. But Anakin was still continuing to grow, frustrated that the Jedi were not taking action. I believe that even with Yoda training him, Anakin would still have a deep-seated desire to prove himself as the most powerful Jedi. In fact, I think if Grandmaster Yoda was his master, his ego would only skyrocket. Under Yoda's tutelage, Anakin would become incredibly powerful, but the insecurities of Anakin Skywalker in the regular timeline would follow him even into this timeline. The pitiful resistance of the Separatists would lower the excitement around the war, so to speak. To the majority of the Republic, this was nothing more than a few frustrated star systems with a dwindling army of battle droids. Palpatine would need to increase the urgency of the matter if Order 66 were to succeed. He would need an apprentice to push this mission forward, an apprentice to draw the Jedi onto the front lines. Palpatine would reach out to the dark side of the Force, and following its lead, he would discover a junk planet that held a presence familiar to him. Soon he would come face to face with the creature that was once his former apprentice, Darth Maul. Sidious would take Maul back to his hideout on Coruscant, where he would use the dark side to heal the brokenness of Maul. Impressed by his ability to survive, Sidious would send him out to be an agent of chaos within the Clone Wars. Maul would quickly turn the tide of many key battles, leaving a trail of slaughtered clones, innocent civilians, and even some Separatist forces from time to time. This slaughter would only begin to catch the attention of the Jedi Order. I'd like to clarify that the Jedi have not been completely removed from the war, rather, they've just taken a minimal role, serving as occasional advisors, or perhaps serving as glorified protection to occasional high-value targets or missions. But for Anakin, the Jedi were not moving fast enough to neutralize the threat of Maul. Frustrated, Anakin would visit Dooku, hoping to gain information that would be useful in finding and killing Maul. Reality would set in for Dooku once Anakin told him that Maul was wreaking havoc. Dooku would realize that he had been replaced and his master was not coming for him. Dooku would begin to talk to Anakin, relating to him as he had once been Yoda's apprentice as well. Dooku would understand Anakin's desire to prove himself. He would understand the pressure of being apprenticed to the most powerful Jedi in the Order. And Dooku would quickly manipulate Anakin into freeing him. He would say that he could lead Anakin to Maul and even his master. Anakin would believe that with Dooku's help, he could defeat Maul and his master. Anakin and Dooku, two apprentices of Yoda, would sneak out of the Jedi Temple. Dooku would take Anakin to Sidious's hideout in the abandoned industrial sector of Coruscant. Here the two would come face to face with Maul and Sidious. Anakin and Dooku would quickly move to attack the two Sith, but Maul would step in front of Sidious, challenging both opponents. The duel would be fierce, but the combination of Dooku and Anakin would outmatch Maul, and soon, by Dooku's lightsaber, both of Maul's legs would once again be removed. The victory over Maul would be short-lived, as Sidious's distinct cackle filled the room. "Good, Lord Tyrannus, good," he would exclaim. Anakin would be confused, as Dooku then turned on him. Yoda's former apprentice would attack his current apprentice in hopes of regaining the favor of Darth Sidious. However, Sidious's attention was now on a new apprentice, Anakin Skywalker. The duel between Dooku and Anakin would play out almost exactly as it did in Revenge of the Sith. Dooku would toy with Anakin, but rather than drawing on anger to defeat Dooku, Anakin would sink deep into the Force, as Yoda's training had made him very good at battle meditation, a skill where a Jedi becomes so attuned to the Force and his surroundings that he can easily read any situation as if it were in slow motion. This is the same technique that Qui-Gon used against Maul in The Phantom Menace. Anakin would gain the upper hand on Dooku and eventually disarm him, and Anakin would hold his lightsaber to Dooku's neck, vaguely aware of Sidious's cackle, and eventually his command to kill Dooku. Okay, this is where we're going to stop this video, and here's what I want from you. I've written two different outcomes to this moment. One will lead Anakin to the dark side, and the other will cement Anakin as a guardian of peace and justice, a true Jedi Knight. And it's up to you which version I upload. Comment below and tell me if you want to see Anakin kill Dooku, or if you want to see him spare him. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next video. May the Force be with you.